Okay, everybody, let's just settle into our meditation posture. And let's try and bring our minds to the same place our body is, particularly those of us who just woke up. All right. So feet flat on the floor if you are sitting in the meditation posture with the feet down on the ground. If you're sitting at your computer, which most of you probably are, some of you are. And if you're in the regular cross-legged position, really a very good idea to have your sits bones raised. Shoulders are aligned with the hips. And imagine your spine is a string of pearls of light. And it's stretching from the base all the way up through the crown of the head. And just putting some space in between those vertebrae. Lengthening all the muscles along the back. Just imagine your neck is lengthening and your head is reaching towards the ceiling. And from the top of the neck, just hinge your head forward. So tip the chin down slightly. So you're not having this great big heavy bowling ball of a head just kind of pulling you forward. You're just dropping the chin down, lengthening the back of the neck. And take a nice deep breath if you need to, as you continue to settle and move inwards. And the thing with this time of day is if you are dipping your chin too far forward, you're just going to nod back off to sleep. So you want it in a fairly neutral position. Relax the jaw. And bring your awareness to the crown of the head and relax the scalp and the forehead and the eyes and the nose and the cheeks and the area around your mouth and your jaw. And bring your awareness to the back of the head and just release any tension in the back of the scalp there. And relax the ears and the inner ears. And the back of the tongue. Relax the temples. Just move to the back of the neck and release any tension there. If you like, you can just bring your shoulders up and just kind of move your neck around. Support your neck with your shoulders and just allow them to drop down. Bring them up again. Move the head. Just cradle the head in your neck. Make sure your neck is supported and then just drop down. And then you can just move the shoulders around a bit. And then just drop down. Take a nice deep breath. And relax the throat, and the chest and the belly, limbs, hands, fingers, and feet and toes. And bring the mind to the breath. Just noticing the sensation of the air as you're inhaling and exhaling. And these sensations are quite subtle. Just a little bit of cool air as you're breathing in, slightly warmer as you're exhaling. If there are any sounds in your environment, just allow those sounds to be there. So try not to investigate the sounds. Engage with them. Follow them. And then bring the mind back to the breath. Just noticing what's arising in the mind. And remembering however it is you are showing up this morning, it's totally fine. And just check what is going on in the mind again. And just notice, just be aware of the thoughts. And rather than engaging with their content and getting involved in a story, just allow the thoughts, watching them, but just try not to criticize or have opinions. And then you realize if you're not engaging, they move quite fast and new thoughts come. So we can just imagine we're sitting on the bank of our river, watching the river. And while we're doing that, we're free from the river. Now let's bring to mind all the people of our life and your loved ones, your children and spouses, maybe work colleagues. And then there's those people in your life who are a little bit more difficult. And just bring them in front of you and remember them. And then there's those people in your life who are strangers, but you pass them. Maybe you've only seen them once. Maybe you see them every day on your way to work. But you don't really know them, nor do you think about them terribly much, except for when you see them. Oh, there's that person. Compare that to how you think when you see the person who you're really fond of. And the person who you don't like. So in this attempt to develop bodhicitta, we start with equanimity. And it's not easy. And we don't have to invite everyone home for dinner. It's just the way we think about them in our mind. And we're not betraying ourselves by all of a sudden thinking kindly towards the person we don't like. Actually, it's very healing to try and change our minds, because we're the only ones that don't benefit from negative feelings. The other person doesn't know. Maybe they do. But the person that benefits from your compassion, first of all, is you. So we try and think that this friend, this enemy, and this stranger, they can all change place at any time. That's a good thing to remember. But they're all the same as you and me in their wish to be happy and the wish to be free from suffering. And in having this unbelievable capacity for this enlightened mind. So we'll do this medicine Buddha practice this morning for all these people of our life, and by extension, all sentient beings. So, Lou, if you could share the image, that would be great. So you can imagine Medicine Buddha is a few inches above the crown of your head. And there he is. You can just have a look. So if you're someone that, I'm wondering, Lou, if you can make it a little bit bigger. If you can't, that's all right. Just, there we go. There we go. So if you're someone who it's a little bit difficult to visualize, you can look at that. It's quite a sweet image where I found it on Lion's Roar. So quite a beautiful tanka. Except when you're looking at these, you have to remember this is a painting. So they are light bodies, these Buddhas. Okay. So imagine Medicine Buddha a few inches above the crown of your head. And he's sitting on a moon disk and a lotus. And his legs are crossed in the full vajra or full lotus position. And he's facing the same way as you. So remembering the full lotus or full vajra is each foot over the opposite thigh. And he's made of this beautiful royal blue. So Lamsa Rinpoche recently has been saying it's sapphire light. And every aspect of this visualization, imagine the tanka in front of you, is made of light and radiates light. And his right hand, is resting on his right knee in the gesture of granting sublime realizations, and is holding the stem of the aurora plant, must be a healing plant, between his thumb and first finger. His left hand is in his lap. That's in the gesture of concentration. Is holding a bowl. So you can imagine this is made of sapphire as well. And it's filled with nectar. And he's wearing the 3 saffron robes of a monk. And he's got all the signs and marks of a fully enlightened Buddha. It's this beautiful, peaceful face, smiling and looking at you and all those people of your life with this just not non-critical, completely accepting compassion, loving kindness, looking at everybody equally, totally pleased to see you and accepting you exactly as you are right now. So really try and get a sense of this blue light body above the crown of your head, this healing blue light body above the crown of your head. So you don't have to remember all the details. It's just blue light and it's healing. And also, if you would like to make it a little bit more personal, you can imagine this is the mind of your teacher manifesting in this form for your benefit. If you have a spiritual guide. So this medicine Buddha is the embodiment of all holy, enlightened beings and their unbelievable qualities. So really feel the peace and compassion emanating from him. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be abiding in equanimity, free from attachment and anger that holds some close and others distant. And may all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. To the Bhagavan, Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, medicine guru, king of lapis light, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. May your vow to benefit sentient beings ripen for myself and others. So imagine infinite rays of radiant white light are flowing from the heart and body of the medicine Buddha. And this fills your body and purifies all disease, any afflictions you have, and the causes of these problems, your negative karma, delusions, and mental obscurations. And you can just imagine that all these negativities leave your body in the form of thick black liquid, like engine oil. And your body becomes clean and clear as crystal. And you can imagine that all the other beings are being sort of purified in the same way. So just imagine this is happening as we recite the mantra. O Tayatam Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Rajasamangate Soha Tayatam Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Rajasamangate Soha Tayatam Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Rajasamangate Soha Tayatam Bekanze Bekanze Bekanze, Maha Bekanze, Bekanze, Rajasamangate Soham. Chayatam Bekanze, Bekanze, Maha Bekanze, Bekanze, Rajasamangate Soham. Chayatam Bekanze, Bekanze, Maha Bekanze, Bekanze, Rajasamangate Soha. Chayatam Bekanze, Bekanze, Maha Bekanze, Bekanze, Rajasamangate Soha. Chayatam Bekanze, Bekanze, Maha Bekanze, Bekanze, Chayatam Bekanze, Bekanze, Maha Bekanze, Bekanze, Rajasamangate Svaha. Imagine your body feels blissful and light, completely purified. Now this time imagine golden light flowing from Medicine Buddha's heart, filling your body completely, except this time bringing all the realizations of the path to enlightenment and all these unbelievable qualities of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, love and compassion and kindness and wisdom, clairvoyance, giving them the ability to help, knowing what's the right thing at any moment. You can imagine the same thing is happening to all other beings, all those people of your life, as we recite the mantra. Chayatam Bekanze, Bekanze, Maha Bekanze, Bekanze, Rajasamangate Soha. 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 Katy, vacancy, vacancy, ma, vacancy, vacancy. Katy, vacancy, vacancy, ma, vacancy, vacancy, Raja Samangati Swaha. And imagine, really try and feel that you've actually received all those excellent qualities of the medicine Buddha's body, speech, and mind. All this ability to be able to heal, to be able to see what's needed, to have the inspiration and wish to act, to help, and to be able to do it without causing mess. And your body feels blissful and light. Now imagine the medicine Buddhas melting into light. And this light just kind of melts into you, to the crown of your head, absorbs into your body. In your mind, the mind of your spiritual mentor, your teacher, and the mind of medicine Buddha become one. So we just meditate there for a couple of minutes before we finish, in a state that's completely clear, peaceful, and free from its usual busy thoughts, conceptions. And really try and connect with this as being your true nature. This is who you really are. Not the busy conceptual thought one. This one. This is the one where your mind is free. So let's just dedicate all the positive energy of the meditation, and that it may bring true physical and mental happiness to all sentient beings, all those people of your life, and to yourselves as we move along our spiritual path. Okay, everybody, thank you so very much. Thank you for hosting. Thank you for the bouncers who are guarding the door. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Lots of love. And I look forward to seeing some of you tonight. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for
Thank you,
hosting.
Venerable Katy.
Thanks.